Fu 2025? Feel like it was not long ago, the old days. Well, what there? Merde. The money, the fame. All of this long in the past. Maybe it is time to return to the work. As a wine. Only thing that keeps me going these days.
I began playing GTA Online in 2016. Now it's 2024 and this character has been abandoned for 4 years. Let's see how it plays. This first thing was get in the car and go to the CEO office. Since I got this game, I played this consistently for about 2 years, and then periodically for another 2 years. And eventually abandoned it because I did not have fun, it felt too grindy, and plainly, it was just boring. The most expensive CEO office. Only now I realize it was such a waste of money. M-Inc. Kinda don't remember what it meant to stand for. Alright. I guess we will start with making some money with crates. I think it was like a few months after the release of the CEO office when I started playing. It was around December. And to get this, I grinded those contact missions and heists just to waste it on this overpriced building.
We've got a problem, boss. Members of the Lost Motorcycle Club intercepted our product.
Lost MC.
You're going to have
Someone
to
at
hijack
Rockstar
them en route
really
or
hates
head
them.
off at their clubhouse.
As I'm playing this on the base Xbox One, the 30 FPS does make it look really choppy, and it kinda ruins the experience. Oops, I guess it wasn't the smartest decision to park in the middle of the road. As a 10 plus something year old game, it does feel real nice to play. The gameplay feels good, the character design is fine, so yeah, really good. As we fight off the Lost MC, I got to know the aim assist does feel a little bit weird. Just like this, we get our first crates. I need to transport them to the warehouse. Let's see if we'll get blown up like I used to get a lot of times before. As we approach, you can see the oppressor, the infamous bike. And it seems it's not targeting us, so it's good. And as such, our first warehouse delivery is completed. And it was a success.
Whenever you're done here, just holler at us, and we can get out there and hook some extra cargo for you, huh? You don't need to do
Now let's head over to the MC Clubhouse that I bought maybe around the same time. I got the CEO office, and I didn't use it that much, to be fair. Now I do not remember if this one was the most expensive clubhouse, but I do remember that I did not waste the money on the cosmetic upgrades that much here. So I clearly stole the name from somewhere. I don't remember who, maybe it was some YouTuber. And most I used this was like those document forgery business and the sugar locker. If I remember correctly, the sugar facility was my latest purchase back in 2020, around the time when the lockdowns began, as I got the free trial for the Xbox Live. But I played only like a few hours, like 2 maybe, and stopped playing this game altogether. So let's just do some mission for it.
Where is my money? Damn you. Give up the info, you fucker.
Hit me harder.
What? Fu. À 10 pervers.
What I remember really well about the MC Club businesses is what it was the really bad deliveries. There was like some where you had to use some slow vehicles, and it was always somewhere far. And I remember I hated them, as before I used to do them in public lobby, and it was always same people that grieved. Someone on the jet, someone on the helicopter, maybe even some car. So yeah, I absolutely didn't like doing the MC Club deliveries. So I decided to upgrade the facility with the money I had. Because I remember the base production values and the speed that they do stuff was really bad. And let's just upgrade it for this time. So I checked the store and it seems there's less vehicles, and yeah, I googled and they removed a lot of them. And the price didn't really change from what I remember. But I do got to say that the vehicles do look really good. I remember before there was a lot of vehicles that frankly looked bad. So if they removed those, I do understand why. Maybe there was, like, obviously they did remove some good vehicles, as it's Rockstar. What I see here, it seems people who start playing this game now, maybe a few years ago, get the ability to skip a lot of the grind. Well, I guess with those prices in the store, I guess it makes sense that people would choose to buy the start pack or the whale sharks, because I don't think anyone has the time to grind for the vehicles that are just cosmetic, because they don't really give you anything. You just buy them for your own enjoyment. And if some people have the disposable income, I guess they will choose that instead of wasting time. So I decided to complete more supplying missions, but it seems it's not worth it. They really waste your time. They're not really fun. They're okay. So I guess it makes more sense to buy the supplies, but I don't have the money for that now. Doing this grind to get the money really brought me back to the days I used to do it a lot. And yeah, it's still boring. It still doesn't really make you want to play more. And the game should be fun, and it's not. So yeah, these two ways to make money are really bad. And I know there's like options to get the heists, which, yeah, to get them you need more money. But there's really not a good way to make the money in this game. So as I got bored from the infinite grinding, So I decided to play some fun modes like racing, and it went really badly. I guess it's because it was a rally race and I don't usually do well in those. But what I usually do well in, it was street races. And like that, I got saved from the boredom of making money in this game. I think I will return to making street races eventually. It was really fun, genuinely enjoyable, and this game used to be like that. I think when I used to play, there was always more people doing that. But then they released the Stunt Race DLC, I think, and those paid much better, and people stopped playing normal street races. So like that, I guess, it was time to try the old PvP. And it was quite enjoyable. I really enjoyed it, even though it's not really good. This game does not have good combat in general against people, because it always resolves to same tactics, but it was fun. That's it. So I was this player, went about killing each other for about like 15 minutes, and as any good PvP, it just evolved into killing each other one after another, and got even some cool race later on. It was pretty enjoyable, quite funny. Either because this player was quite bad at PvP like myself, or were just not taking it seriously, it was really fun. Unlike sometimes when people really get into the winning, and that's what you call the tryhards, or maybe wannabe tryhards, because tryhards will not fight someone who is not on their level most of the times, and yeah. It wasn't toxic, like sometimes it could be. So after all this time fighting each other, this PvP engagement ended on a draw, with both having equal times to eliminate each other. After doing all of those fun activities in this game, it was time to return to money making. And by this time the sugar factory was already full. And I actually got lucky and got the helicopter way of delivering, which made this much easier. Another good thing Rockstar made is introduce invite-only delivery option, which eliminated the possibility of getting griefed. Really helpful, especially for a solo player. I guess good thing, Rockstar. Good job. And like that, the delivery was made with no problems at all. And I guess it was time to start filling up the crate warehouse. While doing the crate delivery, I got this mission I never had before, and it seems it was introduced late 2022, if I'm not wrong. Which adds this new character who makes crate delivers for you if you pay some money, and I guess that's pretty good. It makes less grind and less time wasted on this game. So overall it was quite an enjoyable mission, maybe because it was the first time I was doing it, and if you get this more times eventually it might be boring and maybe even less fun than doing the normal missions, because it's a longer one. You need to go in the water, and yeah, the physics of your character inside the water is kinda clunky, because you can't make some precise adjustments to the character. But as I was not planning on doing this that much, I found this really enjoyable. Even though the swimming does feel clunky, it still manages to be enjoyable. The water and underwater design and the layout and the life, I think it has like the plants and that stuff and corals. It really makes you immersed. It's really atmospheric. One mistake I made while making these warehouse deliveries is ordering 2 crates instead of 3. It would really save time, and even though it costs more per crate, it eventually still makes profit and saves your time. While the mission with underwater crates was quite long and would make it boring doing that many times in a row, it's not the worst mission. The worst mission is the boat. It's really boring. I remember doing that. I always said it. And yeah, you can restart. It truly just loses you some money, but it saves you time. I decided not to do that. I decided to experience the game how it is. I might regret it, but it is what it is. And so, after a few hours of making crate deliveries and doing headhunter in between, I finally fulfilled the warehouse. Now it's time to make a delivery. First time doing that in 4 years. The tracking delivery mission was quite enjoyable because it really wasn't that hard. You got a fast vehicle, so it was not time consuming to find the spot, and you just had to find it once, and the second vehicle was always marked. So like that, the delivery was done, and the grind kinda paid off. I got some money, still not enough to buy anything good, and if I had to choose, I would need to get a buzzard, because I never own it. I always spend the money on some useless stuff like some clothing, tattoos, and yeah. If I would continue this game, I would probably be grinding for the buzzard, as it is final vehicle. But for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe. If you didn't, dislike it. Even if you don't see the dislikes, I still see them. Have a nice day or night.